Hey, if you're listening right now, I want you to take a deep breath. Yes, just like that. Because I've got something important to say, and it's just for you. You might feel like no one understands, or that the world is too loud and messy to hear anything real, but here, in this moment, I want you to know. I'm speaking to your heart. I want you to hear these words not just with your ears, but with your soul. Even if life feels overwhelming, even if your thoughts are cluttered, even if you're hurting more than you let on, pause right here and stay with me a little longer. Let me hold your heart for a minute. Let me ease the heaviness you've been carrying. Let me quiet the voices that keep you up at night and tell you you're not enough. You're not alone. Never were. Never will be. I'm holding you. Right now, I'm wrapping you in peace that doesn't depend on your circumstances. In a calm that this world can't give. You don't have to pretend to be okay. You don't have to fix it all on your own. You don't have to earn my love, it's already yours. I'm not going anywhere. Even when you doubted. Even when you ran. Even when you felt like you were falling apart. I was there. And I still am. That's a promise you can take to heart. You're not just seen, you're cherished. You're not just heard, I'm listening to your every prayer, even the ones you whisper through tears at 2 a.m. And yes, I notice when you pray for others more than yourself. I see your selflessness. Your quiet strength. When you focus on gratitude even while you're struggling, that touches my heart more than you know. You may think your prayers are small, or your needs too big, but nothing escapes my attention. And I want to give you more than you can imagine. Not just material things, but peace. Real peace. Joy that lasts beyond the highs and lows. Confidence to rise each morning knowing I'm walking right beside you. And when life tries to shake you, when problems cloud your vision or setbacks make you doubt, I want you to remember something. You've made it through dark valleys before. You've been rescued. You've been carried through situations that should have crushed you. You're not here by accident. You've seen miracles before, and you'll see more. I'm still the one who parts the seas. Still the one who heals. Still the one who shows up when it seems too late. You're not done yet. So don't lose heart. I want you to keep trusting. Not just when things are easy, but when it feels like you're in a storm with no clear way out. I'll be your anchor. Your shelter. Your calm in the chaos. I've got you. Even when you're tired of hoping. Even when your faith feels small. Even when you feel invisible to the world, I see you. And I delight in you. I know you've been through a lot. I know you've given a lot. I know you've sacrificed, stood in the gap for your family, tried your best with what you had. And I want to honor that. I'm working in ways you can't yet see. And I haven't forgotten a single tear. So don't let the weight of uncertainty steal your joy. Don't let negativity rob you of the light I placed inside you. You've got more strength than you think. I want to open your eyes to the opportunities I've placed around you. To the good things already growing, even if they're still beneath the surface. I know recent days have been tough. Confusing. Maybe even lonely. But listen, I promise you this. You will not be overcome. You will not be forgotten. You will not be put to shame. Whatever's been rising up against you, it won't win. You've already got the victory inside of you. Because I put it there. And nothing and no one can take away what I've spoken over your life. So stand in that truth today. Even when everything in you wants to quit, don't. Even if your past tries to haunt you, you're not defined by it. You're not who you used to be. You're not stuck. You're chosen. You're covered. You're equipped for what's ahead. Yes, I know your heart still aches from things you rarely speak about. I know family situations have weighed on you. Maybe some people you love have hurt you or pulled away, and it's left you raw. But you're still here. Still standing. Still fighting. And that matters. You may need time to rest. To cry. To catch your breath. That's okay. Come away with me when you're weary. Talk to me. Sit with me in the quiet. Let me restore you. You were never created to live in constant sorrow. You were meant for light. For purpose. For joy. Even if you've lost your way a little, your story isn't over. Maybe you think you've failed, or that you're too broken to be used. But I see beauty in you. I see resilience. I see someone worth fighting for, because I already did. And I would again. You don't have to carry guilt forever. You don't have to replay every mistake. You can step into the light now. Let it warm your face. Let it remind you that there's still more ahead for you, good things. Healing things. Wholehearted things. People will look at you and see joy where there used to be sorrow. They'll see hope in your eyes. And when they ask what changed, your answer will be simple: Jesus. You are mine. And I will keep showing up for you. With miracles. With strength. With supernatural peace that doesn't make sense, but anchors you just the same. You've run out of reasons to give up. So let's start again. Right here. Right now. Together. You may have days when you feel exhausted, not just physically, but deep in your soul. When your thoughts get heavy, like fog rolling in. When everything feels confusing and dark. You might even feel like you're walking blindfolded, unsure of what's next. And I get it. But just because you can't see clearly doesn't mean I'm not guiding you. I'm still here. Even in the dark. Even in the silence. Even when you feel like you've hit a wall, I'm leading you through it. So don't be afraid of what you feel. Don't be ashamed of your tired heart. And please, don't mistake your pain for punishment. I'm not here to abandon you. I'm your father. Your healer. The one who opens doors no one can shut. You don't have to fake being strong. You don't have to smile when you feel like crying. Come to me as you are. Broken? I'll restore you. Confused? I'll guide you. Hurting? I'll hold you. You see, I've always been the one carrying you, even when you thought you were walking alone. And right now, I want you to feel my presence in a way that's real. Not just words. Not just ideas. But deep peace. Quiet strength. A warmth that wraps around your heart like a blanket on a cold night. You've been longing to hear something from me. Well, here it is. You're doing better than you think. And I'm not disappointed in you. You've been listening. Trying. Hoping. Praying. Even if you stumbled, you didn't quit. And that counts for so much more than you know. So let this sink in: you're not behind. You're not forgotten. You're not too late. You're right where I want you, because right here is where you learn to walk with me. And I'll never stop walking with you. Even if the world grows loud and the pressure builds, you are covered. You are protected. Your life, your future, your family, they're not in chaos. They're in my hands. And I'm not letting go. So let your heart rest a little. Let your mind slow down. You don't have to figure everything out today. Let me be your peace. I want you to walk confidently again. Even if you can't see the whole path, you can trust the one who made it. Even if you're unsure of your next move, I'm already there, waiting. When you look up, when you breathe deep, when you say, God, I can't do this without you, that's when I draw even closer. That's when I remind you that you never had to do it alone in the first place. So keep showing up. Keep believing in what I'm building, even when the progress feels invisible. And speak life, yes, speak life with your words. Don't let your own voice tear you down. Stop saying you're not good enough. Stop repeating the lies others told you. Stop planting seeds of defeat in your mind. You've been given authority, wisdom, power. Use your words to build, not break. Speak peace over your home. Speak strength over your heart. Speak purpose into your mornings. Because I'm giving you a new way of thinking. A clearer vision. One that isn't ruled by fear or anxiety, but by faith. Don't let the enemy convince you that you can't change, that your life is doomed to always feel heavy. I'm the God of renewal, restoration, breakthrough. Nothing is too far gone for me to redeem. Whatever feels impossible to you right now, your finances, your marriage, your family, your purpose, I can handle it. Ask me to step in. I'll do it. Not everything will change overnight, but I promise you this, I'll walk with you through every step. My love isn't just comfort. It's power. And it's yours. You don't need to earn miracles. You just need to believe. Believe that I suffered so you wouldn't have to carry guilt forever. Believe that I rose again so you could rise too. Believe that there's still joy ahead, real joy, not the kind that depends on what people think or what you own, but the kind that flows from knowing you are deeply loved. Let go of that voice telling you you're not worthy. Let go of the burden you've carried since childhood, the fear, the shame, the memories that haunt you. I see the wounds that others caused, the betrayal, the rejection. I know it still hurts. But I've chosen you anyway. I'm not waiting for you to be perfect. I'm inviting you to be whole. To let your scars become stories of healing. To let your pain become fuel for purpose. You may feel unqualified. That's okay. I specialize in using the least expected people to do the most incredible things. You've got a humble heart, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm bringing change to your life, one layer at a time. Soon, people won't even recognize you, not because you've become someone else, but because you've become the truest version of who you were meant to be. Filled with joy. Overflowing with purpose. Stronger than ever. That's what I have for you. That's what I'm starting in you, today. So open your heart wide. Let this moment mark the beginning of something powerful. Let it break through the silence, the sadness, the confusion, and call you into a new chapter. One where peace reigns in your home. Where your family feels the shift. Where you wake up each day with strength you didn't know you had. Because I'm rescuing you from the storm, not just to survive, but to thrive. To walk boldly with victory in your hands and faith in your eyes. I love you. Right now, wherever you are, I love you fully, without condition, without hesitation. I want you to feel it. That warmth in your chest? That lightness returning? That's me. I'm lifting the weight off your shoulders. I'm restoring what was lost. I'm filling you with fresh energy, fresh hope, fresh dreams. So rise. You've come too far to give up now. Even if the winds blow and the storms rage, I've got you under my wings. And I know what heartbreak feels like. I know what it's like to be abandoned, to be misunderstood, to be betrayed. But I never stopped loving. And neither should you. Let me hold your pain. Let me take what they broke and make it beautiful. Let me remind you, you're not alone. Not now. Not ever. You matter more than you think. Even if people have overlooked you, walked away, or failed to see your worth, I never have. I know every tear you've cried. I've seen the moments you tried to stay strong for everyone else, even when you were falling apart inside. I saw you last night, lying awake, thoughts racing, wondering if anything's ever going to change. That heaviness in your chest? That quiet ache that doesn't go away? I felt it with you. And I'm here to lift it. Not with pressure or demands, but with love. You don't need to fix everything. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be honest with me. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what hurts. Tell me what you're afraid of. I'm not here to judge, I'm here to heal. And I know sometimes it feels like your dreams are slipping through your fingers. Like time is moving too fast and you're not where you thought you'd be. But listen closely, I haven't forgotten the desires of your heart. The things you long for. The quiet prayers you've whispered over and over. I remember all of them. I'm working in the background, aligning moments, people, opportunities. Preparing something better than what you're afraid of losing. Because your future isn't in chaos. It's in my hands. And I don't drop what I hold. So stop blaming yourself for things that didn't work out. Stop carrying guilt for not being able to hold everything together. You were never meant to do this alone. Lean on me. Let me remind you that progress doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like tears, like waiting, like trusting when you don't have the answers. But even in that quiet trust, I'm doing something holy. Something eternal. You're not behind. You're not broken beyond repair. You're not too late. In fact, you're right on time for what I'm about to do in your life. So take a moment. Breathe. Let go of the weight you've been carrying. Hand it over. The fear about the future. The worry over your family. The pressure to be strong all the time. Give it to me. You were never meant to live in constant survival mode. I created you to live in peace. And yes, I know, the world has been loud. Stressful. You've been distracted, anxious, unsure. You've tried to smile through pain, pretend you're okay, keep moving forward when everything in you wanted to stop. But right now, you don't need to pretend anymore. You can be real with me. Your honesty doesn't push me away, it draws me in. Let me speak into the silence. Let me calm the storm inside your chest. You've been running on empty, hoping for a sign, and this is it. This is the moment you remember, I've always been with you. And I always will be. You haven't failed. You're still growing. You're still learning how to trust, how to love, how to keep going even when it's hard. That counts for more than you realize. So don't let the voice of discouragement drown out my promises. You're not defined by your mistakes. Your life isn't over because of one wrong turn. You haven't missed your chance. You haven't run out of grace. You are exactly the kind of person I want to walk with. You're not disqualified because of your emotions. In fact, I made you emotional for a reason. You feel deeply. You love deeply. And that's part of your strength. But your emotions don't define the truth. So when fear whispers lies, when anxiety steals your peace, when shame tells you you're not enough, I want you to come back to what I said. I said you're loved. I said you're chosen. I said you belong to me. And I never lie. So stand on my promises. Not your feelings. Not your fears. Stand on the unshakable truth that I'm for you. That I've already gone before you. that every storm you face will bow to my name. Even the things that scare you the most, death, sickness, heartbreak, rejection, the unknown, they don't get the final say. I do. And my final say over your life is blessing, protection, favor, joy, victory. So lift your head. Stop rehearsing defeat in your mind. Start declaring what I've already spoken. You are strong because I made you strong. You are blessed because I called you blessed. You will see breakthrough because I promised it. It may not come the way you expect. It may not be instant, but it will come. And while you wait, I'll sustain you. I'll give you peace when everything else feels uncertain. I'll remind you who you are when the world tries to make you forget. So don't give your energy to fear anymore. Don't waste time explaining your purpose to people who don't understand your calling. You're not responsible for convincing anyone. Just keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep showing up, even when it's hard. Because I'm building something eternal in you. And your obedience matters more than applause. You may feel alone right now. Like no one really gets you. Like you're carrying a weight you can't talk about. But you're never truly alone. I'm here. And I care. More than words can express. I care about your heart. Your tears. Your silent prayers. Your future. Your family. Your dreams. You're seen. You're known. You're loved. Even on the days you feel unlovable. Especially on those days. I've been watching over you since the beginning. And I'm not going anywhere now. Your journey hasn't been easy. I know. You've faced things others couldn't imagine. You've cried in the dark. Smiled in the pain. Fought battles in silence. And through it all, you've kept going. That is strength. That is courage. That is faith. And I'm proud of you. Even when you feel like you haven't done enough, I see how far you've come. And I'm not done with you yet. So rest your heart, child. The storm is passing. The sun is rising. And what's ahead is more beautiful than what's behind. I'm here. And I'm staying. You might still be wondering, when will things finally get better? When will the pressure let up? When will the miracle come? And I hear you. I really do. But I need you to know something that's bigger than your current season. I'm never late. I move exactly when you need me, not too early, not too late. Always on time. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if the silence stretches longer than you expected. I'm still working behind the scenes. Rearranging situations. Opening doors that no man can shut. Closing ones that would have led you astray. You don't need to live in panic about the future. You're not meant to carry that weight. So, right now, hand it over. The stress. The doubt. The fear of what if. Let it all go. You were created to live with peace in your soul, not constant dread in your chest. Yes, I know what's been keeping you up at night. You toss and turn, thinking about things you can't control. Replay conversations. Worry about decisions. Imagine worst-case scenarios that never come. But here's the truth, I already hold all of it. The details. The timing. The people. The resources. The outcomes. So breathe. Rest. Let your mind be still. Anxiety doesn't belong to you. It's not your companion. It's not your identity. I didn't place it in your heart, so don't let it take root. when it whispers in your ear, remind it who you trust. Say it out loud, I trust God. He's got me. And then, watch that fear flee. Because faith has a sound. And it's louder than fear when you use it. Speak it. Declare it. Let it rise in your voice, even if it's shaky. Even if you feel unsure. Because faith isn't about the absence of fear, it's about choosing me anyway. Even in the middle of the storm. Even when the mountain hasn't moved. Even when the healing hasn't come. I'm still here. And I'm still good. You don't have to rush the process. You don't need to panic or try to force open every door. Just walk with me. I'll lead you at the right pace. Some days, that will feel fast. Other days, slow. But every step will be intentional. Every delay will be divine. Every detour will have a purpose. And you won't miss what I have for you. So stop comparing your life to someone else's timeline. Stop assuming you're too far behind. You're not. You're exactly where I can use you. Exactly where I can strengthen you. Exactly where I can remind you, this story is far from over. You've still got chapters to write. Dreams to realize. Lives to impact. You're not finished. So don't talk like you are. Don't live like you've already lost. Don't speak defeat over your future. There's too much purpose in you to quit now. And yes, I see the enemy trying to whisper lies. Telling you you're unworthy. That nothing will change. That the pain is permanent. But those lies have no authority here. You've been bought with a price. Covered by grace. Sealed with purpose. Marked by love. You belong to me. And I won't let go. Not when you struggle. Not when you fail. Not even when you doubt me. I'm still holding on, even when your grip gets weak. So lean in. Let me carry what's too heavy for you. Let me give you a new perspective. Let me remind you of every moment I've carried you through. The times you almost gave up, but didn't. The times you couldn't see a way out, but still made it. The times you were too tired to pray, but I still moved on your behalf. That's not luck. That's love. That's me. Still here. Still fighting for you. Still speaking to your heart. And I'm not going silent now. So trust me. Not just when things go well, but when things fall apart. Not just when you feel strong, but when you feel lost, weak, and unsure. That's when faith matters most. That's where growth happens. In the middle of the confusion. Right inside the waiting. Because I'm not just after your comfort, I'm after your transformation. I want you to become everything I created you to be. To walk in fullness. To overflow with peace. To stand tall in your purpose, even when life tries to knock you down. So no, don't give up now. You've made it too far. You've grown too much. You've survived storms that were meant to destroy you. And now, it's your time to thrive. To smile again. To love boldly. To rest peacefully. To speak life into your own soul and say, God's not done with me. He's just getting started. And when others mock your faith, when they try to pull you down with their doubt, let them. You don't need their approval to move forward. You don't need their permission to grow. Let your results speak louder than their opinions. Let your joy confuse them. Let your peace surprise them. Let your glow speak of the goodness they don't understand. Because what I'm doing in you, it's personal, it's sacred, and it's powerful. They may laugh now, but soon they'll wonder how you made it, how you kept going, how you didn't lose yourself in the fire. And you'll know exactly what to say. It was God. Every single step. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to keep trusting. Keep waiting on my timing. And while you wait, worship. Be grateful. Name your blessings, every single one. Even the ones that seem small. Even the ones that don't look like blessings yet. Because gratitude opens your eyes. It shifts your heart. It helps you see what I've already done, so you can believe for what I'm about to do. So today, start there, with gratitude. Even if it feels like your life is in pieces. Even if the storm hasn't cleared yet. Even if your heart still hurts. Give thanks. Not because everything is perfect, but because I'm still present. Because you're still breathing. Because hope is still alive. Make a list in your heart, or even write it down. Thank me for the air in your lungs. For the sunrise. For that one person who texted to check on you. For the strength you didn't know you had yesterday. For the tears that finally brought release. For the second chances you didn't think you deserved. Thank me for every battle you've made it through, and even the ones you're still fighting, because they're shaping your faith. And when you can't find anything to say, thank me for your ability to still thank me. Because that, my child, is enough. And when you open your heart with gratitude, your soul begins to heal. Not all at once, but little by little. You start to see differently. Feel differently. Live differently. You begin to notice what was always there, blessings all around you. Even in the struggle. Even in the waiting. Even in the pain. Yes, life is hard. I won't pretend it's not. But you don't walk it alone. You've got me. And I've got plans for you that stretch far beyond this moment. So let today be the day you say, I trust you, God, even in this. Say it when it hurts. Say it when it's quiet. Say it when fear tries to pull you under. Let your trust become the soundtrack of your life. And then, share it. Don't keep it to yourself. There are people around you right now who look like they're doing fine, but inside, they're breaking. They're tired. They're empty. They're scared to hope again. And your story, your healing, your transformation could be the light they've been praying for. So speak up. Share the peace you found. Share the love that's lifting you. Even if they laugh, even if they don't get it at first, plant the seed. Because one day, in their darkest hour, they'll remember what you said. And they'll remember the glow in your eyes when you said my name. That's how revival begins, not with a sermon, but with someone brave enough to live with joy. To live with purpose. To live with faith, even when it's hard. You found something eternal, and now, others need it too. I want to flood your life with blessings, not just for your sake, but so you can overflow into others. That's what love does, it multiplies. So don't hold it back. Let it pour. And when you're not sure what to say, tell them this. You're loved. You matter. You're not alone. God is with you. Because that's what I've been telling you all along. Last night, before you fell asleep, I heard you. Your prayer didn't need fancy words. Your tears spoke louder than you know. You asked for strength, for peace, for courage to face what's ahead. And look at you now. You're awake. You're still here. And that means something. It means your story isn't finished. It means I'm not done. It means there's still more to become, more to do, more to receive. The fear is losing. The sadness is lifting. The chains are breaking. You've got fire in your soul again. Not because life got easier, but because you remembered who walks with you. You're not that trembling person anymore. You're standing taller. Your voice is stronger. Your prayers are bolder. You've learned to fight with faith, and it shows. Even the giants that used to scare you, they look smaller now. Because you've grown. And I'm proud of you. Yes, I really am. I've seen how hard it's been. I've watched you face things that should have broken you, but didn't. Because something inside you refused to quit. That wasn't just you. That was me, alive in you. That was my spirit, my strength, my breath, carrying you through. And I'll keep carrying you. Through every challenge. Every dark night. Every moment you feel like giving up. I'll be the steady hand on your shoulder. The whisper in your ear that says, keep going. You're not alone. Because I'm not just beside you, I'm within you. Giving you peace when the world goes silent. Giving you power when your knees tremble. Giving you purpose even in the waiting. And yes, I've placed big dreams in your heart. Maybe they scare you. Maybe they feel too far away. But they're not random. They're not too much. They're not unreachable. I gave them to you for a reason. And I'm preparing the path for them now, even when it feels slow. So don't throw them away. Don't silence your desire for more. I'm the God of abundance, of overflow, of exceedingly, abundantly more than you can ask or imagine. So why would I plant a dream in your heart just to let it die? No, I planted it so it could grow. So it could inspire others. So it could point back to me. So when you walk into your purpose, others will look and say, only God could have done that. And they'll be right. Because I'm not just answering your prayers, I'm writing a story that generations will read. A story of hope, of restoration, of light breaking into darkness. So keep your heart open. Keep your expectations high. I'm not through blessing you. In fact, I'm just getting started. Right now, even if everything feels uncertain, even if life feels fragile, I want you to hold on to this truth. You are safe. Not because things are easy, but because you're under my care. No storm is too big. No mistake is too far gone. No fear is stronger than my presence. And no future is too uncertain when your hand is in mine. So when the doubts start whispering again, when you feel alone in the silence, when the weight of tomorrow starts to creep in, remember what I said. I told you I'd be here. I told you I'd never leave. I told you I'd carry you through every season, especially the hard ones. And I meant every word. I'm not a distant observer. I'm a loving father. One who walks with you in the everyday. In the grocery store. On your commute. In that awkward meeting. During that tearful conversation. In the quiet corner of your room when no one else sees. I'm there. Always. You don't need to feel me to trust me. You don't need to see a miracle every day to believe I'm working. Because faith is built in the waiting. It's built when your prayers don't get answered right away, but you choose to keep praying anyway. It's built when you feel tired, but you get back up anyway. It's built when you could give up, but you choose to worship instead. That's what I see in you. A heart that refuses to stop believing. A soul that still whispers thank you in the middle of the storm. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of faith shifts atmospheres. That kind of faith transforms lives. So yes, even on your hardest days, your faith is working. Even when you don't feel strong, it's still growing. Even when you stumble, it still counts. Don't let shame tell you otherwise. Don't let regret keep you stuck. Don't let the past rob you of what's ahead. Because I've already forgiven what you're still carrying. I've already washed clean what you keep replaying. And I've already called you free, even when you still feel bound. So let go. Let go of trying to earn love. Let go of trying to be perfect. Let go of punishing yourself for not being there yet. You're not supposed to have it all figured out. You're supposed to trust me, even in the fog. And trust takes time. It takes repetition. It takes choosing me again and again, even when your emotions scream otherwise. So do that today. Choose me again. Choose faith again. Choose peace again. And when the fear rises, speak truth back to it. Say, I'm not alone. Say, I'm covered. Say, God is still in control. Because I am. You don't have to have every answer to feel secure. You don't have to see the ending to know it'll be good. I'm writing your story, and I've never written a story that ends in defeat. There may be tension, yes. Trials, yes. Tears, yes. But the ending? It's victory. Because with me, you're not just surviving, you're overcoming. You're walking forward. You're changing. You're shining. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. So don't let the chaos confuse you. Don't let the headlines define your hope. Don't let the world tell you what's possible. Let me. Let my word be louder than the noise. Let my promises be more real than your problems. Let my love be your home, your anchor, your unshakable truth. Because I'm not done. Not with your healing. Not with your family. Not with your dreams. Not with your calling. So stand tall. Breathe deep. Keep going. The story isn't over. The breakthrough is coming. And when it does, you'll look back and say, even in the silence, God was still speaking. If no one else has told you today, I'm proud of you. For waking up when you didn't want to. For showing up when it was easier to hide. For loving others, even when your heart felt empty. For hoping again after being disappointed. For trusting again after being hurt. You've been through so much. But you haven't let it harden your heart. You still believe. You still pray. You still whisper, God, help me, when the night feels too long. And I hear every word. Even the ones you don't say out loud. Even the thoughts you keep buried deep down, the fears, the worries, the questions. They matter to me. Because you matter to me. I'm not keeping a list of your failures. I'm not waiting for you to reach perfection. I'm walking with you through the process. Through the learning. Through the growing. Through the breaking and the rebuilding. This isn't the end. You're being refined, not rejected. You're being reshaped, not ruined. And what you thought was the finish line is actually a new beginning. I'm turning pain into purpose. I'm making beauty from ashes. I'm building something eternal in you. So please, don't give up. Not now. Not when you're this close. Not when you've come this far. You don't see everything I'm doing, but you will. You'll see why the wait was worth it. You'll see why the door didn't open. You'll see why that season had to end. You'll see how I protected you from things you begged me to allow. Because I love you too much to give you less than what's best. So when I say not yet, it's not rejection, it's preparation. When I say wait, it's not silence, it's strategy. And when I move, it will be right on time. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. Heaven knows your name. Angels surround your home. And every step you take in faith, even the smallest ones, are noticed. So let your heart rest. Let your mind slow down. You don't need to strive to be loved. You already are. You don't need to earn peace. It's a gift I give freely. You don't need to have the answers. I am the answer. So when the pressure rises, come to me. When the doubts scream loud, come to me. When the weight gets too heavy, come to me. Let me carry what you were never meant to bear. Let me remind you that you're not falling apart, you're falling into place. That the pieces are not missing, they're being rearranged. That your future isn't in danger, it's in my hands. And I don't fumble what I hold. I'm not just the God of your victories, I'm the God of your valleys. And I'm walking with you through this one, step by step. You don't have to rush. You don't have to fake strength. You don't have to prove anything. Just stay close to me. Listen for my voice. Let me guide you, even when the path looks uncertain. Because I never lead you to confusion, I lead you to peace. To clarity. To confidence. And yes, I know the pain you've been carrying. That hidden ache no one else sees. The one that shows up when the room gets quiet. I feel it with you. But I want you to know, it won't last forever. Joy is coming. Relief is coming. Breakthrough is coming. And you won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. You'll simply walk into it, because I prepared it for you. So let hope rise. Let faith bloom again. Let expectation fill your heart. You're not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too far gone. You are exactly who I want. Exactly where I want you. And I'll use every part of your story for glory. Even the chapters you want to erase. Even the tears you try to hide. Even the questions that still linger. Nothing is wasted with me. So walk forward, not in fear, but in faith. Not in shame, but in grace. Not in striving, but in surrender. I've got you. Now and forever. There's something sacred about this moment right now. You and me. No distractions. No expectations. Just presence. And I want you to feel it. Not rush past it. Not scroll through it. Not think you're unworthy of it. But to receive it. Let it settle in your heart. Let it calm the war in your mind. Let it wash over the noise and the pressure and the chaos of life. Because in this stillness, I am speaking. And what I'm saying is simple. You are mine. Not just when you get it right. Not just when you feel strong. Not just when everything falls into place. But always. In the middle of your confusion. In the mess of your mistakes. In the quiet of your grief. You belong to me. And I will never let go. Even when you don't feel it. Even when you doubt it. Even when your emotions try to convince you otherwise. My grip is stronger than your weakness. My grace is deeper than your past. My love is louder than your fear. So if you've been trying to carry everything alone, if you've been pretending to be okay while your heart is breaking, if you've been afraid to hope again, come close. Let the walls down. You don't need to impress me. You just need to be real with me. Let the tears fall if they need to. Let the questions come if they must. I can handle all of it. I already know it all anyway. I don't need your performance, I want your heart. The real you. The messy you. The one who's still healing. Because that's where the miracle starts. In surrender. Not in strength, but in softness. Not in pretending, but in presence. So if you're tired, rest here. If you're anxious, breathe here. If you're broken, heal here. If you're empty, be filled here. Because I am here. Always have been. And I want you to walk out of this moment differently than you walked in. Not heavier, but lighter. Not discouraged, but hopeful. Not confused, but confident. Because you know I'm not done with you. You know I'm still writing. Still guiding. Still providing. Still redeeming every moment. Every mistake. Every detour. Even the ones you never talk about. Even the ones that make you cringe. Even the ones that broke you. Especially those. I've turned graves into gardens before. I've turned ashes into beauty before. I've turned pain into purpose before. And I'll do it again, with you. You don't have to know how. You don't have to map it all out. You don't need a plan. You just need to say yes. Yes to healing. Yes to growing. Yes to releasing. Yes to beginning again. Yes to believing that something good can still happen. Because it can. And it will. So don't let the enemy convince you that it's over. Don't let shame convince you to hide. Don't let disappointment convince you to settle. This is not the end. This is the pivot point. This is the chapter where you start to rise again. Where your prayers shift from survival to revival. Where your heart starts to beat with hope again. Where your hands open to receive again. Where your mouth speaks life again. Where you stop apologizing for being a work in progress and start embracing the beauty of becoming. You don't have to rush. You don't have to pretend to be further along than you are. You just have to keep showing up. Keep trusting me. Keep letting go, one fear at a time. One wound at a time. One thought at a time. And I'll keep doing what I promised. I'll carry you through. I'll lead you home. I'll light your path, even if it's only one step at a time. I've got you. I always have. And I always will. So when you lay your head down tonight, let this be the final word you hear. You are safe. You are loved. You are seen. You are held. Tomorrow has not yet come, but I'm already in it. And today, you made it. And that's enough. You made it through another day. And that means something. Not because everything went perfectly. Not because you had all the answers. But because you kept going. Even when you wanted to quit. Even when no one saw the battle you were fighting. Even when the thoughts in your mind tried to pull you under. You're still here. And that is no small thing. So tonight, breathe deeply. Let the weight of the day fall from your shoulders. Let the worries loosen their grip. Let the unknown stay in tomorrow. And let this moment be sacred. A space between the chaos of the world and the calm I offer your soul. You don't need to figure it all out right now. You don't need to fix what feels broken before the sun rises. You don't need to carry the world into your dreams. You just need to rest. And let me hold you. Let me be the one who watches over you while you sleep. Let me be the peace that silences the noise in your chest. Let me be the warmth that melts away the fear in your bones. Because I never sleep. I never grow tired. I never lose sight of you. While the world spins, I remain steady. While others drift, I remain near. While you wrestle with questions, I still whisper truth. And that truth is this. You are not alone. You never were. Even when it felt like you were talking to the ceiling. Even when the prayers felt unanswered. Even when your heart was breaking silently. I was there. Catching every tear. Counting every sigh. Holding every fragile piece. And building something beautiful behind the curtain of your pain. It's okay if you can't see it yet. It's okay if you don't feel strong right now. You don't have to. You just have to keep trusting me. Because I'm still in control. Still working. Still weaving together something far greater than you can imagine. And yes, I know the days have felt long. The nights even longer. I know the weight of worry can make hope feel like a distant concept. But tonight, let's shift that. Let's remember who I am. Let's remember what I've already brought you through. The valleys you thought would destroy you, but didn't. The mistakes you thought disqualified you, but didn't. The wounds you thought would never heal, but did. And the ones still mending? I'm tending to those too. Gently. Lovingly. Faithfully. So don't believe the lie that says you're too broken. Don't believe the thought that says you're too late. Don't believe the fear that says nothing will ever change. Because I am the God of transformation. The God of second chances. The God of midnight miracles. And you, child, you are in the middle of one. You just haven't seen the whole picture yet. But you will. Soon. Very soon. And when it happens, you'll look back at these nights, the quiet cries, the whispered prayers, the "God, are you there?" moments, and you'll understand. I was closer than your next breath. So sleep in peace tonight. Not because everything is perfect, but because I am present. Not because all the answers have arrived, but because I never left. Not because you're strong, but because you're safe in my arms. And when morning comes, wake up slowly. Greet the day with gratitude. Let the light hit your face and remind you that you're alive for a reason. You've still got breath, which means you've still got purpose. You've still got time. You've still got work to do. But it's not work that depletes you, it's work that fulfills you. Work born from grace, from calling, from the deep well inside your soul where I live. So when you rise, rise gently. You don't have to rush into performance. You don't have to impress the world. Just be. Just show up. Just say, "Here I am, Lord." And I'll meet you there. In the ordinary. In the quiet. In the in-between. Because that's where transformation really happens. Not in the spotlight, but in the secret place. Where your heart meets mine. Where your fears lose their grip. Where your soul finds its song again. That's where I'm waiting for you. So sleep well tonight, my child. Let the past be the past. Let tomorrow worry about itself. And rest deeply, truly, safely. You're mine. And that will never change. Tomorrow will come. And when it does, I'll still be here. Before the sun rises. Before the world wakes up. Before your feet hit the ground, I'll already be present, waiting to walk with you. And I want you to start the day not with fear, not with dread, not with worry, but with expectation. Expect good things. Expect peace. Expect doors to open that you thought were shut for good. Expect my guidance to show up in the details. Because I don't just move in the big moments, I move in the small ones too. In the quiet. In the timing. In the conversation you didn't see coming. In the message you didn't expect to hear. In the strength you suddenly find at 3 p.m. when you thought you'd already burned out. That's me. I am the God who walks with you through traffic, through emails, through laundry, through parenting, through phone calls, through heartbreak, through healing. There is no part of your life too ordinary for me. I'm not distant from your daily world. I'm right there in it, inviting you to notice me, to slow down, to breathe, to return to the awareness that I'm not just watching your life unfold, I'm weaving it together. So as you step into the day, remember, you are covered. You are not walking into uncertainty alone. You are walking with the one who knows the end from the beginning. So take that meeting with courage. Have that conversation with love. Answer that message with grace. Do the work, even the unseen work, with faithfulness. And when things don't go according to plan, when people disappoint you, when unexpected stress shows up, pause, breathe, and remember, you are not at the mercy of the world. You are anchored in me. No mood, no bad report, no delay, no emotion has power to remove you from my plan. Let me repeat that. Nothing can steal from you what I've already set aside for you. Your purpose isn't fragile. Your calling isn't up for debate. Your identity isn't based on other people's opinions. It's rooted in me. And I do not change. So even when the winds blow and the ground shakes, you remain firm because your foundation is eternal. And when the enemy tries to remind you of your past, remind him of who holds your future. Remind him of what's already been redeemed. Remind him that you are not the same person you were. You've grown. You've changed. You've been refined by fire, and you didn't burn. You're still standing. Still believing. Still breathing. Still walking. Still trusting. And that's what victory looks like. Not perfection, but persistence. Not performance, but presence. Your willingness to keep showing up with a surrendered heart. That's powerful. And I honor that. I bless that. I reward that. So yes, expect blessings. Not because you've earned them, but because I love to give good gifts to my children. And you, child, you are deeply loved. So wake up with gratitude. Speak life before your feet touch the ground. Say it with boldness, God is with me. I will not fear. Today is full of purpose. Let that truth shape your posture, your words, your choices. Let it soften your responses. Let it sharpen your vision. Let it remind you, when you start to drift or doubt or spiral, that you're not in this alone. You are not trying to survive the day, you are being carried through it. With peace. With joy. With power. And as the day goes on, keep checking in with me. Talk to me. Not just in formal prayers, but in small moments. While you drive. While you walk. While you fold laundry or pour coffee or answer emails. Just say my name. Jesus. It's enough. It opens heaven. It calms your soul. It brings your awareness back to the truth. I am with you. Always. And when the evening returns, when your body is tired and your mind starts to replay everything that went wrong, pause again. Give the day back to me. Don't carry what's already finished. Don't analyze what I've already forgiven. Don't relive the heaviness I've already lifted. Just return to rest. And let me refill you. Let me remind you, again and again and again, that you are safe, loved, held, and chosen. There is no version of tomorrow where I won't be there waiting. And there is no version of you I won't keep loving. So rise. Lay down. Wake up. repeat. And through it all, trust me. Because I'm not going anywhere. Some days, all I want is for you to know how deeply I care. Not because you've done something impressive. Not because you've been good enough. But because I'm your father. And I chose you long before you ever chose me. I loved you before you ever loved me back. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can separate you from that love. You can doubt. I'll still love you. You can wander. I'll still pursue you. You can break. I'll still restore you. You can forget me. But I will never, not even for a moment, forget you. You are written on the palms of my hands, etched into eternity. No mistake can erase you from my heart. No failure can unchoose you. You belong. Right here. Right now. Just as you are. And that's why I whisper to you, not with harshness, but with compassion. Come to me. When you're weary. When you're angry. When you're confused. When you're full of faith or completely empty of it. Come to me. Because I'm not intimidated by your emotions. I'm not disappointed by your weakness. I'm not looking for performance, I'm longing for connection. You don't need to explain yourself to me. You just need to be with me. To let me wrap you in peace. To let me remind you who you are. To let me carry what you're not meant to carry. You weren't made to live in fear. You weren't made to carry shame. You weren't made to feel forgotten or unseen. You were made for joy. For love. For rest. For purpose. And I want to bring you back to that. Day by day. Moment by moment. I want to walk with you into freedom, not the kind the world promises, but the kind only I can give. The kind that brings deep, unshakable peace even when your circumstances don't change right away. The kind that lets you smile again, not because everything is perfect, but because your soul is at ease. That's what I'm offering. That's what I'm holding out to you right now. Will you take it? Will you trust me? Even if it's only with a little piece of your heart at first. Even if you're afraid. Even if you've been hurt before. Even if all you can say is, God, help me. That's enough. I can work with that. I can build from that. All I need is your yes. So say yes again. Not just to me, but to you. Say yes to the healed version of you. Say yes to the hopeful version. Say yes to the whole, joyful, restored version of you that I already see. Say yes to freedom. Say yes to life. Say yes to possibility. Say yes to starting again, even if you've started over 1,000 times before. Because every new beginning with me brings new mercy. Every sunrise brings fresh grace. And every day with me is a chance to live lighter. You don't have to keep dragging the past into the present. You don't have to keep holding on to what's already been released. You don't have to keep trying to be who everyone else expects you to be. You are free. You are loved. You are enough. Right here. Right now. Let that sink in. Breathe it in like oxygen. Let it soften the tension in your chest. Let it silence the doubts and hush the noise. Let it remind you, this is not the end. This is a turning point. A quiet shift. A holy pause in the chaos. Where you remember who you are and whose you are. You are mine. Forever. Not because of your strength, but because of my promise. And I never break a promise. So even if you're tired, even if you're unsure, even if the journey feels long and the road ahead still foggy, keep going. Keep trusting. Keep resting in me. You are closer than you think, and I'll be with you every step of the way. If no one else sees the strength it takes for you to keep going, I do. If no one else says thank you for what you carry silently, I will. If no one else claps when you choose to get back up again, I'm already cheering. Because I know the truth about you. I know how hard it's been. I know how much you've had to let go. I know how much faith it takes to keep moving when the results don't match your prayers. And I'm not asking you to be anything more than present. Here. Now. Open. Willing. Still breathing. Still hoping. Still believing in something greater. You don't have to be loud in your faith to be powerful. You don't have to post it for it to matter. You don't have to be seen by the world to be seen by me. I see you. I really, really see you. In the quiet acts of love. In the sacrifices that cost you more than anyone knows. In the simple prayers. In the whispered amen. In the eyes that still turn toward heaven, even when the answers don't come fast. You are seen. You are known. You are cherished. And I am for you. So when tomorrow comes, walk boldly. Not because everything's perfect, but because you're grounded in a perfect love. When the fear returns, speak faith louder. When the pain rises, choose peace anyway. When the doubts show up, remind yourself, God has never failed me, and He won't start now. And I won't. Not today. Not ever. You have walked through fire and didn't burn. You've been through storms and still found peace. You faced losses and still held on to gratitude. That kind of heart? It's unstoppable. That kind of spirit? It's unshakable. And that's the kind of child I see in you. A fighter. A believer. A soul that still shines in the dark. So shine. Even if you feel dim, shine. Even if it's trembling light, shine. Even if you're surrounded by shadows, shine. Because your light is not from this world, it comes from me. And I am never extinguished. So carry it gently. Guard it fiercely. Protect your peace. Preserve your joy. And nurture your soul like the sacred thing it is. You are not weak because you need rest. You are not less spiritual because you're healing. You are not behind because you're walking slower. You're human. And I delight in you as you are. Progress isn't always fast. Healing isn't always linear. Faith isn't always loud. But I'm with you in it all. In the mess. In the process. In the ordinary rhythm of becoming. You don't have to rush your transformation. You just have to stay close to me. And I'll do what I promised. I'll renew your mind. I'll restore your soul. I'll refresh your strength. And I'll remind you every day that you are mine. So rest now. Let the night wrap around you like a warm blanket of mercy. Let the stars sing over your soul the lullaby of peace. Let the stillness quiet your fears. Let my presence hold you close. You don't need to do anything else tonight. You've done enough. You are enough. You are safe. And tomorrow, we begin again, together. One step. One breath. One act of trust at a time. And through it all, I'll be with you. Always. Forever. Without end. Amen.